We finally get some test action, roads get closed, and some stunning aerial shots. Today at Starbase. Headlining today is BN 2.1 moving to the test stand at the launch complex. Just after making yesterday's update, Mary discovered that BN 2.1 was on the move. On Tuesday, we had reported that BN 2.1 had moved from mid-bay to the nose cone test stand with a full pressure test imminent. While BN2 proper is a full-scale prototype which will likely attempt an orbital test later this year, BN 2.1 is a small pressure test tank which allows SpaceX engineers to test the resilience of new welding and manufacturing processes before implementing the changes at larger scales. SpaceX has been using these small-scale pressure vessels to prove out new ideas for the better part of a year, most notably of which were the 3 SN7 tank tests. These shorter tanks were pressurized to their breaking points, showing the viability of new materials, 304L stainless steel, new welds, and 3mm thinner tanks to reduce weight. The SN7 test tank was the last major test we saw before SN8 made its historic first flight, so fingers crossed that we'll see BN2 tests soon as well. SpaceX filed for road closures with Cameron County last week, and these were approved late yesterday by County Judge Eddie Trevino. The first of these road closures is scheduled to take place on Monday, June 7th from noon to 8 p.m., with 2 backup windows on June 8th and June 9th, using the same time window of noon to 8 p.m. During this time, we expect to see SpaceX put the BN 2.1 test tank through a variety of pressure and cryopressure tests, possibly breaking it. We'll definitely be reporting back when the tests conclude with the results. It's kind of exciting to see some road closure action after so many weeks since the SN15 tests. Some more stunning pictures from RGV aerial photography show the entirety of the Starbase production site in just one shot. It's crazy to think that not even 2 years ago, this was nothing but a sleepy village in South Texas known for good fishing. I cannot wait to see what it will look like in another year or two. RGV has posted this great image of the launch complex down the road from the production site. Here we see the launch tower is reaching for the skies, as well as a bunch of new ground support equipment. And finally, a question for everyone watching today is, what do you think the future of SN16 will hold? It looks to be about 90% completed at this point, missing only some pressure tests and maybe a static fire or two. But with the success of SN15, do you think that SpaceX will even fly this prototype, or will it eventually join SN17 in the graveyard? Alright, that's it for today at Starbase. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter at Today at Starbase. Godspeed.